Hi guys, and today we're going to be taking a look at my Condor belt. This is my second row on my gear, and this is something that I run on a regular basis with a couple of things that I've been testing out and trying, and let's get into what I actually have on this belt. It's only going to be a quick video really. It's just to show what I run at a skirmish, what I run at a mil sim. So I've spec'd this out a tad differently to how I'd normally do it. I'll get into those in a minute. Condor belts, I love Condor belts. The reason why is because, as you can see from here, this is actually quite thick. I know this pistol is knocking this over and making it look really flimsy, but these aren't very flimsy belts at all. I mean, gripping that, you can hardly get any flex between those, and that's something that I actually really like about these belts, being that they're only cheap really. If you're budget minded like me, there's going to be a few things on here that, you know, some people are going to find a bit offensive. I mean, as you can see from this video, I mean, this belt is, you know, full of cable ties. Cable ties, in my opinion, are the best things ever. When it comes to keeping your gear, I've lost plenty of pouches and magazines and different things like this, so I always double up and triple up on these little cable ties here. I mean, these ones are old now. These have been here on this belt for ages. This is why they're white. All the new stuff that's been added is all in black, like these ones here. So anyway, standard buckle that comes with it. Obviously you can get those really Gucci tactical quick release belts, but you know, good old trusty plastic one here. Going to this side first, we'll get to the pistol in a minute. I have one of these. This is actually from Lidl or Aldi, I can't remember which one it was. Pull this out here, very stiff. This is a utility, you know, like Swiss Army blades. Brilliant piece of kit, important to have on you at all times really. I mean, the amount of times that I've used this, and I've only had it a few months now, and everybody will ask at some point in your career as playing airsoft, at some point someone's going to turn around and go, has anyone got a pair of clippers, or can someone cut this free? You know, if I need to move something really easily, like I could cut one of these off if I needed to, you know, or anything really. I mean, there's even screwdrivers in this piece of kit. I don't really need to go over this too much. I think everyone knows how important these are, but yeah, this is one of those ones that I run. Only cost me around £4 to £5, which is, you know, $8. I bet you could get them even cheaper than that. I mean, this comes with a little carry case as well, which is great. So that's there. I've talked about taco pouches before, or Tocco pouches, however you want to say them. These are just some multicam ones that I had. Oh god, now I've had them for years. Being that I run SR25 mags, going over from before in the other video, these will stretch and accommodate any type of mag that you would like to put in them. So a lot of the time I'll run 3 on my chest plate and 2 on my hip, or sometimes I'll run a speed loader if I need to, or anything. You could run absolutely any weapon from this piece of kit. And easy to take in and out. I don't run the things over the top. They do sit nice and flush, and it you know, gives a decent amount of retention. I wouldn't say as good as, you know, Kydex, or if you've watched any of the other videos, these sort of holsters that have a little clip in, they're not going to be as sturdy as those, but they're not going to be far off. And I've never really lost a mag from my hip, so that's a testament to, you know, how good they are. Dump pouch, I found that I've ran a couple of small dump pouches. This is a Viper one from JD Airsoft. These are also from JD Airsoft, and they're Viper as well. So a bit dirty, but I mean, I've had this now for ages and it's held up the test of time. Definitely recommend these. JD Airsoft do them. I don't think they're very expensive. I think this one cost me about £10 or £15. And so did these, really. I think these were £5 or £10, one or the other. So yeah, I mean, this was a great piece of kit. Use this on most guns that I've run. Those who know me or have followed the channel for a few months now know that I run HPA. So the one thing that I'm going to test out is, I know this looks a bit ugly with these cable ties here. What I've done, the reason why I've done that is because I've got the little tanks, very, very small 13 cubic inch tanks. And I know a lot of people, they'll use those tanks and put them in stocks. I wanted to run it as a hose. So what I've thought of is, in case people want me to get in a car and drive, when I go to a couple of these events where we are allowed vehicles, I'm going to put this tank into this here, and what happens is the zip is only on the one side. I could get another pouch, but I'm going to just run it for now and see whether it works. The little little tank goes in there, and then obviously the regulator will be about here, and then this will zip up this way here, and then if I need to, I can put some drawstring or maybe a cable tie on there and hold it in place, and we'll see how it goes. I've put it on in the front living room and tried it out. Obviously done a little bit of dancing in the mirror, and it doesn't seem to be falling out if I jump too much, so I think it'll be just fine. We'll see anyway. You watch now, I'll lose my tank. Anyway, the next thing that I wanted to go on to, and something that I am testing out, so don't kill me, anybody that anybody that knows a lot about Kydex, this is not a professional job by any stretch of the imagination, but this is my very, very first attempt at Kydex, and I just wanted to show everybody how easy it can be to do Kydex. If you've got some type of Dremel tool, which if you are in airsoft, get yourself a Dremel tool. It's a really, really cheap and easy thing to pick up. You can get them from a lot of stores. This Kydex I featured on the channel a few days back, and this Kydex cost me around £4 for 2 pieces of A5. And what I did was I just put them in the oven, my conventional oven, nothing crazy. You don't need to buy any special oven. I mean, if you live at home with your parents, I'm lucky I don't. I live on my own with my girlfriend. Putting these into the oven, they do tend to smell, but once you do that, if you can press them down, you can make a press. You can even stand on the press. You don't need to buy all the the clamps. I bought some clamps off eBay and they were terrible. I just sat on mine. I'm a 245 pound bloke, so I had enough pressure to be able to do a mould. I think next one that I will do is I'll probably go for a thinner piece of Kydex. This is a 2mm. You can get them down to a 1mm or 1.5mm. I think I'll go to a 1 next time. But all I did really was drill the holes out and use cable ties to attach it. People were saying, oh, you need to make it more professional, and put eyelets in, which you can do again, but I just wanted to get it nice and safely on my hips as quick as possible, and it works. I mean it's not coming out at all, that ain't. If you really, really pull it, it will come out. When you have it on your hip, it's more than comfortable enough, and it does when you get it in. There we go, one-handed. It will, he says, there you go, it will lock in. So yeah, I mean that is as simple as it is, really. Being that this SP-02 doesn't really have much support when it comes to holsters. The SP-01 does, but the SP-02 is slightly wider. This has been absolutely brilliant. So yeah. Anyway, that's my overview, guys. If you have any questions, drop them down in the description below, and we'll see you in another video. Cheers, guys. Have a good day.